Children's literature refers to stories and books written for young readers. These texts are simple language, pictures, and clear lessons to help children learn and enjoy reading. Adolescent literature is written for teenagers. It has more complex stories and talks about real life experiences, identity, and relationships. In this lecture, we'll study children and adolescent literature using these competencies: literary forms, themes and motives, developmental appropriateness, literary criticism, author and context, and reading strategies. This will help us understand how literature supports the learning and development of young readers. What is children and adolescent literature? Children and adolescent literature refers to literary works written for young readers from early childhood up to the teenage years. The purpose of this type of literature is to develop reading skills, teach values, and encourage imagination. It also helps young readers understand real-life experience and support their emotional growth. Because of this, literature for children and adolescents plays an important role in their learning and development. Next, we will study the different literary forms in children's and adolescent literature. These include prose, which covers stories, novels, and short stories that tell events in a narrative form. We also have poetry, which includes rhymes, poems, and verses that use rhythm and creative language. Another form is drama, such as plays, skits, and readers' theater, which are written to be performed. Lastly, we have nonfiction, which includes biography, history, and informational texts that present real-life facts and true events. It is important for learners to identify and distinguish these literary forms, because each form helps young readers understand literature in different ways and develop their reading skills. Next, we will discuss themes and motifs in children's and adolescent literature. Common themes found in stories include friendship, family, identity, courage, morality or values, social issues, and growing up. These themes help young readers understand life lessons, relationships, and real-life situations. It is important for students to analyze the themes in a story, because the themes show the main message or idea that the author wants the reader to learn. By understanding these themes, learners can connect the story to their own experiences, which makes reading more meaningful and helps them develop their thinking and values. Next, we will talk about developmental appropriateness in children's and adolescent literature. Literature should match the age, maturity, and reading level of the child. For early childhood, books usually have pictures, simple words, and repetition to help young readers understand the story. For middle childhood, stories may have short chapters, clear plots, and simple conflicts that are easy to follow. For adolescents, literature becomes more complex with deeper themes, real-life problems, and more developed characters. Because of this, students should learn to recognize age-appropriate text so that the literature they read is suitable for their level and supports their learning and development. Children and adolescent literature plays an important role in the development of young readers. It helps develop reading skills, which are important for learning in all subjects. It also helps teach values such as honesty, kindness, and responsibility. In addition, literature helps build imagination and creativity, allowing children and adolescents to explore different ideas and situations. It also helps them understand real-life experiences, emotions, and relationships through the stories they read. Because of this, children's and adolescent literature is very important in both education and personal growth.